Happy Friday, Cavs fans. John Rutter here with your Cavs Insider Game Day Report. The Wine and Gold tipping off a 5-game road trip tonight in Detroit with a matchup against the Pistons. Looking to run that win streak to 7 straight games. The Cavs' 6-1 start is their best start since the 2016-2017 season. And Friday night, again, tipping off that 5-game road trip in Detroit for the first of 4 meetings between the two teams this season. The Cavs 6-3 in their last 9 meetings with Detroit, but they did split a 4-game series with Detroit last season. The Pistons coming into this game having lost back-to-back games to the Milwaukee Bucks, who are off to a 7-0 start. That 7-0 start matching a franchise best for the Bucks. The Pistons looking for some answers at both ends of the floor, coming in just 2-7, and the schedule makers not really doing Detroit a whole lot of early season favors. In just 9 games played, Detroit has already played 3 back-to-backs. Well, the Cavs will continue to rely heavily on their defense, and they are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA early on this season. They rank 3rd in the NBA in their defensive rating through just 7 games. Offensively, they rank 7th in the NBA when it comes to offensive efficiency, but the Cavs rely heavily on preventing buckets. The Wine and Gold did go cold there for stretches against the Celtics on Wednesday night, and they shot sub 30% from 3-point range in that 6th straight win. But after trailing 66-54 in the third quarter, the Cavs closing out the third on a 29-10 run to take a 7-point lead heading into the final frame against Boston. And despite just shooting 28% from deep, they frustrated the Celtics shooters into a poor shooting performance of their own. Boston just 11 of 41 from deep. Keep an eye on Cade Cunningham tonight, as the Pistons will likely look to get him some early touches in an attempt to get him jump-started early. Cunningham struggled on Wednesday night against the Bucks, just 10 points, 5 of 13 shooting. The Bucks making life difficult for Cunningham and the mid-range jump shot that he loves so much. While he may be able to have a little bit more success against smaller guys like a Darius Garland or potentially a Donovan Mitchell, getting to the rim will, of course, be a problem for Cunningham, with Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley anchoring the paint for the Cavaliers. Cunningham averaging about 21 points a game, so limiting the young and talented Cunningham will go a long way towards making life simpler on the road for the Cavaliers. Well, we've talked about Kevin Love a lot this season when it comes to his shooting, but how about when it comes to his defense? Last year, Kevin Love tied for the league lead in charges drawn with 26 on the season. It was a stat that he said he never really paid a whole lot of attention to early on in the season, but by December, Love had adjusted to a new role with the Cavaliers and committed himself to the defensive end of the floor. This year, Love leads the NBA in charges drawn with 7 through 7 games. Meanwhile, Evan Mobley ranks 6th in the NBA in contested shots per game with 12.6. Right behind him is Jarrett Allen at 7 with 12.1 contested shots per game. The Cavs are the only team in the NBA with 2 players in the top 10 when it comes to contested shots per game. Allen also ranking 3rd in the NBA in loose balls recovered per game with 1.4. So the heart and hustle certainly on display for the Wine and Gold this season. You'll keep an eye on Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell this evening. The two both listed as questionable ahead of Friday night's tip-off with the Pistons. Garland listed on the team's official injury report Thursday evening as dealing with a left knee sprain. Mitchell dealing with a left ankle sprain. Head coach J.B. Bickerstaff saying after the game against the Celtics that Mitchell stepped on somebody's foot. Of course, we saw Darius Garland take a tumble into the first row late in that game and come up walking gingerly. The injuries didn't appear to limit them too much. Garland scoring a team-high 29 points and 12 assists in his first game back since suffering that eye injury in the season opener against the Raptors. Mitchell adding 25 points and 6 assists, the two combining for just 1 turnover between them as the Cavaliers ran that win streak to 6 straight and beat the Celtics for the second time in less than a week. It is a 7 o'clock tip-off from the Motor City. We'll have you covered here on the Cavs Insider YouTube page, as well as over on CavsInsider.com with complete coverage before and after the game. With your Cavs Insider Game Day Report, I'm John Rutter.